So, why does building a personal brand matter? It's your reputation, your vibe, your values online and off. If you have a business that isn't just a local business, you need to think about building a personal brand. That way, you can connect with others that aren't within your local vicinity because people buy people, they don't just buy products and services. People also buy from people who they trust. And so, building a personal brand ultimately is just building that trust, right? Not building trust as your company, but building trust as you specifically as an owner of the company who is providing that value through that company or service or product. A personal brand can really humanize your service or product. So, say you're selling like coffee mugs, that's all fine and dandy, but a lot of people sell coffee mugs. And so, a way to differentiate yourself from the market could be to build a personal brand. I'm not sure what that would involve, but just kind of proving a point as to where, you can only do so much to market a coffee mug. If you have a person that can be your spokesperson or you can build a brand around, you have a lot more ideas as far as just creating content, videos, photos, telling stories, all of that stuff. Opportunities will just follow visibility. And so the more you put yourself out there, like I'm creating videos right now, and then I can chop this up and put it on my Instagram and do different things. I've just noticed that the more you put yourself out there, the more visibility you get, and potentially the more opportunities you can get as well. So the process of creating a personal brand forces you to get clear on who you are, what you offer, and why it matters. I mean, that's huge, right? It's like I can create videos for businesses all day, I can take photos for businesses all day, but creating this personal brand kind of is making me really think about what I want to do for people, what kind of value I can provide for them. And it's making me think in a completely different way, which I love. Personal branding, you want to be authentic, right? Authenticity is huge, and you need to try to be yourself as much as possible. And I know it's hard. You need to try to create things and create content and tell stories in your own unique voice. It's even hard for me right now. I feel like I'm not even being my full self with the camera in front of me, but I'm trying to get used to it. I'm trying to get comfortable. I've spent so much time behind the camera, and making other people feel comfortable. I feel like that's one of my strengths in my business is you get somebody on camera that's kind of a little shy or a little nervous or something like that. I love that because then I know that I'm able to make them feel comfortable. And it's not in like a creepy way, but it's just, I think that I have some kind of value there to, while I'm interviewing somebody, make them feel comfortable, make it feel like a conversation, get out of them what I need to. And so it's a skill that I've developed over 10 years. It's definitely interesting being in front of the camera and trying to just be myself. And it's hard. I never really knew how hard it was until I actually tried to do this. But your unique voice, your quirks, your tone, your style, everything matters, for your personal brand. And your personality is going to be different than everybody else's. And so if you're trying to mimic somebody else like Gary Vee or Mr. Beast or Casey Neistat or just any of those big players, I just don't think it's going to end up feeling authentic to the audience, and it probably won't go anywhere. So the quicker you can lean into those quirks and your own personality, I think the quicker you'll get an audience, the quicker you'll see opportunities and visibility and all these things. A personal brand is not a perfect brand. And so me doing this right now, I've messed up a ton of times. I'm going to edit this so it doesn't seem like I did. But I'm trying so hard just to kind of deliver this message in a way that if somebody was just sitting across from me right now talking to me, this is exactly how I want to say this information and talk to them. It's just something that we can do. And the more reps we get in, the more we can get comfortable and all that good stuff. So relatable is always better than polished. That's for sure. So moving on, here are just a few mistakes that I wrote down to try to avoid. One of those I've kind of lightly touched on earlier, but you don't really want to copy others when you're trying to create your own personal brand. I think what you can do is find some people that you're inspired by and maybe take some notes from them and then kind of make it your own, customize it a little bit. I think that's a great place to start. A lot of people have done things, right? A lot of people have tried this, tried that. And so all you can do is try to inflict your personal message, your value, your personality into things. It's gonna be unique no matter what. Just customizing things to your personality, your unique value is probably the best place to start. And another mistake is, waiting for the perfect time to start building your personal brand. I don't think there's ever going to be like an aha moment where you're like, I have to do this all of a sudden. I think you just have to like sit down, really think about what you want to do, maybe write some ideas down, and that's your start. You don't have to create like 30-minute long videos, hour-long videos about yourself or anything. Just start small. Maybe write a little bit, maybe shoot a video, just ideation, just kind of writing things down. It's a good place to start. And just the last thing to avoid, hopefully, is inconsistency. You want to try to show up somewhere frequently. Sometimes I'm on YouTube, sometimes I'm on Instagram more often, kind of spreading myself out a little bit, hitting different touch points. I'm not perfect, I'm working on it as well, but it's something that I do like creators and personal brands that are consistent for sure. It just feels right. So like I just said, start with one idea, start with one post, start with one video. You don't have to do 30 or anything right off the bat. Just try to stay consistent if you can. Do something that can start some momentum. Write down some ideas after this video. Hopefully this maybe sparked an idea or two where you're like, you know what, I'm going to create that video, or I'm going to write that blog, or just I'm going to create that Instagram post that I maybe never have. If anybody gets anything out of this, that would be great. Just one step towards building your personal brand, and I feel like that'd be a win. All right, so in closing, I hope you guys enjoyed this video about how to build your personal brand, why it's important, how you can utilize it in your business. I hope that some of you got some nuggets from this. If you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Also in the description, I have a Discord that's completely free to join. It's going to be a Discord that I created. That way I can help you guys with your YouTube journey. If you have any questions about cameras or video ideas or anything like that, you can join the Discord. And I also have some coaching opportunities available in my store. So if you're somebody who wants to work one-on-one with me, let me know. Go ahead and book a call or book a consult in that link below, and that'd be a good place to start. So I appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you guys on the next one.